Hi, it's Julie. Welcome back. Well, I feel like it's been a really long time since I filmed. I was gone for a week over Christmas with my family to Florida, and then at the end of the vacation I ended up getting the flu, and so I have this cough and congestion, so hopefully it won't show up during my filming. But I have been thinking about doing this video for at least a couple months. I have become more and more interested in Korean skincare and am loving the results, and I just thought for the new year it is really kind of a fun time to incorporate something new into your skincare, to change it up. We all kind of want something fresh and a new thing for the new year. So this is what I'm going to talk about, and hopefully I can get through it pretty clearly for all of you. I have not been doing this for more than 6 months, so I'll do my best to explain it. But I know that there are those of you out there who are over 50 who are wanting to look into it, and it seems a little bit daunting. You're not quite sure where to go online to get the products and what the return policy would be, just some different things about it. So I wanted to help you through the process if you are interested. So first of all, I want to mention, and I will link below, that there are many sites that do an excellent job of clearly describing everything. It's in English, and especially with SOKO GLAM. I'll put the names up too so you can read them. They ship very quickly. SOKO GLAM is one, and then Glow Recipe is another. Oh Lolly is a third one, and then the last one that I've bought from is WISHTREND. So those are the 4 that I have bought from. I've bought singular products on Amazon, and that has worked out okay, but for the most part I've bought from those 4 sites. They do a great job. Some of them take a little bit longer to deliver to you, but never exceedingly long, and they've all come in great condition. Most of them I've really enjoyed, and I'm thoroughly loving including them in my skincare routine. Kind of the basis for the Korean skincare trend is to put your skin first before makeup. It's the philosophy of I want my skin to be healthy and focus on my skin first and foremost, which I really appreciate. So they always do the double cleanse, and the double cleanse includes an oil-based cleanser first, and that can be anything from an oil to a balm. And I typically love using balms. And this one is from eNature. It's the Moringa Cleansing Balm. And they are thick. You've probably seen these before. They're very thick. You usually get a little scooper. I didn't bring it over to the table, but you scoop it out onto dry hands. You use on a dry face. I get my washcloth all nice and ready, wet to rinse it off. But I put on dry hands, dry face, all over. I mostly take my mascara off with a separate eye makeup remover, though I have used the cleansing balms. I just prefer, because I use so much mascara, I just prefer to take it off beforehand. But you use the cream cleanser. It goes down to, it breaks down into an oil and emulsifies, liquefies on your face, and breaks down all that makeup and sunscreen. So you rinse that off, and then I would do this only at night. In the morning, I don't need to use both a oil-based and a water-based cleanser, but at night I will use the oil-based balm, and then I usually use the COSRX low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. This one is non-stripping, non-drying. It works perfectly. It's a very good price point. So I wash my face with that, rinse with that, and then next step would be exfoliator, an exfoliator. I can use the Pixie Glow Tonic every morning without a problem, but I've been trying to kind of increase the exfoliation slightly and see how my skin deals with that. And so twice a week I've been using this, actually once a week, I've been using this NEOGEN Bio Peel. And this one's in wine. They come in, there's a green tea and also a lemon. And they are these little pads that are soaked in this exfoliating serum. You put them on your hands, and once you've rinsed your face, you go ahead from your second cleanse, you go ahead and gently go over it for about a minute, very lightly avoiding your eyes. Then you flip this little pad around, and it's got a softer section, and you just kind of sweep upwards, and then you rinse that off. You do not want to leave that exfoliating serum on your face. So this one you do have to rinse off. So that's a really nice one that I enjoy. And then I've just started trying this one by WISHTREND, and it's a Mandelic acid 5% skin prep water is what it says. It's for all skin types. It removes dead skin cells and smooths dull, rough skin. And this one I've used with a cotton pad that I have. It's very watery. Just drip, put a few drops on a cotton pad and run that over your face. You do not have to rinse that one off. It's more gentle. So after the exfoliation, I would then use a toner. Now their toners are not like our old school toners, which were full of alcohol and very stripping and mainly for acne prone skin. Their toners are for all skin types. They are very gentle, and their purpose is to reset the pH balance of your skin and gently hydrate and prep your skin for any additional steps or moisturization or active ingredients that are following that. So their toners are unbelievable. They're really wonderful. And the one that I am using, which a lot of people do use because it's so nice, is this Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner. Now this one is very thick. It's very viscous, super moisturizing. Let me let you see how thick it is as it drips out. That one's like that. So I actually use this, and you just pat that into your skin. It feels great, has no scent, super hydrating. This one I use as my toner and my essence because the next step would be an essence. And essences can be very runny or they can be thicker and viscous like this. And you want to use the thinnest consistency to the thickest, which would end with your moisturizer or cream. Because this has more body to it, it's not a traditional like really thin toner. I don't want to add, say, this essence onto it by Time Revolution. This is a MISSHA essence. This one is much thinner. It's like water. It'll just pour off of my hand. So whoops, I forgot to take the little stopper out. This one would not be, you can see it just runs right off my hand. This one would be kind of foolish to use after that toner, only because it's thinner, and so the molecules in this one, if I'm understanding it correctly, would be larger, and so this one wouldn't absorb as readily after this, if that makes sense. So I could use this first, even though it's called an essence. I could use this as a toner sort of step and then put this one on afterwards because it's thicker. So you can play around with your toner essence steps a bit, if that makes any sense. I hope it's not confusing. But first, then your toner, then your essence, and then you want to moisturize. And I've been trying out Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Cream. This is it. Has no fragrance to speak of. It's very nice. I'm enjoying it. It's not too rich and it's not too light. It's kind of in that perfect balance. I feel like I'm going to go through this very quickly, but I usually go through moisturizers very quickly because I am in a very dry climate. In Florida, I did not bring these steps. I brought a moisturizer. I would wash my face and then put kind of a medium weight moisturizer on, my SPF, and go. Because, for those of you who live in those really humid climates, actually Korean skincare really does tailor for all skin types, including oily or if you're in a humid climate. They have very thin essences and moisturizers that you could use for you when you don't need as much hydration. So then, along with a moisturizer, you of course would use an eye cream. I don't have a Korean brand eye cream right now, so I'm just using my pharmacy one. So you put on your eye cream, and then lastly, which they highly recommend, and of course we do too, is an SPF. I prefer the mineral sunscreens to the chemical ones, but I thought I would like to buy a Korean brand chemical one. It didn't cost very much, and see how it worked on my skin. I haven't used a chemical sunscreen on my face for about 2 years because they used to burn slightly and tingle a little bit too much. So I knew it would, and cause a little bit of redness. So I knew it wasn't as good for my skin back then. So I wanted to just kind of experiment and try a new one. This one's by MISSHA. It's called All Around Safe Block Essence Sun Milk 50 SPF PA+++, which is great. That's a really, really good hardy sunscreen. This was great in Florida. It is very thin for those in humid climates. Sorry, my congestion. It's very milky, just like it says. It feels fantastic. It's just a really nice, thin, moisturizing, no white cast, absorbs super quickly. I love this. I used it every day. I've used it every day for about 2.5 weeks. It has not caused me to break out. It does not burn or tingle. So I will probably alternate something like this or this one with my mineral sunscreens that I love for my face. So it's kind of an exciting new find. So that would be the very last step. So I'll kind of break it down a little bit for you on these marker boards that I had to use, because when I first started using Korean skincare, I wouldn't remember which steps came after which. It's just me. I guess I couldn't kind of put it together. Also with masking and retin-A and glycolics and things like that, and your vitamin C, I was struggling with trying to fit it all in and what kind of schedule to put myself on. So I'll go over that in a minute. But there are also in the Korean skincare a lot of masking, which actually is really, really fun. Here are just a couple sheet masks. And I mask maybe 2 times a week. Some people mask every day. Some people don't mask at all. But I do it now a couple times a week because I really learned to enjoy it. I had to organize myself. And my husband actually suggested this. He said, get yourself a little dry erase marker board and put it in the bathroom. And I thought that the ink would run, you know, with the steam of the bathroom. It does not. And so I used something like this because I had put it on a piece of paper, but the paper would get all runny and it just didn't work out. So here, if you can read this, I don't know if you can, I would put my AM process here, water-based cleanser in the morning, exfoliate, toner, essence, vitamin C serum, eye cream, moisturizer, SPF. And then my PM skincare, my oil cleanser, water-based cleanser, toner, retin-A or acid, and then moisturizer and facial oil usually, and my eye cream as well would be in that. I just forgot to list it. But I would just have something like this propped up so I could glance at it and know, okay, this is my next step. This is my next step, until I got used to the routine. And then once I got used to the routine, I'm using something like this. Now I know, maybe this is corny, I don't know, but it really, really helped me out. I listed the days of the week, Monday through Sunday, and because I know my routine, my skincare routine basically for every morning and every evening, I wanted to figure out when I would mask and when I would be using my retin-A and things that were extra, and just put in the extra things. Like Monday morning, I'm going to mask. And Monday night, I will use the Drunk Elephant Sukari Baby Facial. Because you don't want to exfoliate too often or too harshly, I needed something like this to kind of plan my schedule. And then Tuesday, I might eye mask, and in that evening, I would use my retin-A and my tiger grass mask, and so on. And that's kind of how I scheduled myself out. And the wonderful thing about something like that is once I've written it down, I can forget about it. But you can adjust something like that and customize it for your skin, for your needs, and you could change it up monthly, you could change it up seasonally, you could change it up weekly, or, you know, just until you get that schedule for your skin, where your skin is really responding well. And this, even though this sounds really time consuming and there's a lot of energy put into it, it's the skin on your face. And even though I know this is not a magic bullet that will make me look 20 years old, I don't care about that. What I care about is feeling good about what I do every day and just being happy in that, knowing that I'm taking the best care of myself that I can. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to know anything more about Korean skincare. If you're interested in this, comment down below, and let's have the best year ever.